What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Today we're back with big man Hass, who was shipped off the Defender to live his best life, and now we're moving on to the fully green, fully electric, fully vegan Mercedes EQC. Straight in, let's not mess around. This car is absolutely mental. We took it out for week before last, and it's literally like a remote control car. We were putting his foot down and it's instant acceleration, instant torque. My first real experience in an electric car, and it is not one that I'm going to forget. But yeah, for the outside, not your average EQC, which is good. You know, we're all pretty much the same here. We're all blacked out our cars. We've got a blacked out grille, not standard. All this has been blacked out as well. We've got the wheels have been done, the window surrounds, the lights at the back have been smoked. The car looks sick, and it really creates a lot of attention. It's a very rare car. You don't see them on the road, obviously, of course, because it's brand new. The light bar at the front when that lights up, especially in the nighttime, just makes it stand out just way above everything else. Yeah, let's talk about numbers though. So this is the Eqc400 Premium. 400 is the brake horsepower that the car's got. It's got about 408. You get about 250 miles on a charge, depending on temperature, weather, and a couple of other things, how hard you drive the car, understandably. The price of the car, they start in high 60s, up into the 70s, 80s thousands, depending on spec. But, however, one good thing is the government, as of last week, I should say, were throwing money at people for having electric cars, especially through a business. So save loads of money on tax, on your personal tax and your end of year tax. So, you know, it's a money saving machine in all aspects. Hass went to Dragon Signs, another local company, who completely blacked out the car for him, the door handles, and even the side steps, which is crazy because each one of these is individually wrapped. So I can only imagine the amount of time this must have taken them. But yeah, meticulous job, but it looks really, really good. Again, black wheels, and then you've got the smoked out rear lights. Reverse camera as standard. We've seen this on Mercedes before. That pops open, reverse camera pops out. But it's like a medium size 4x4, Q5, Tiguan, what else? Mercedes GLC. That's why it's called the EQC. It's because it's on the chassis of a C-Class. Then we've got the EQA, which is like the GLA, and then we're going to have the EQS later on, hopefully this year, which is S-Class chassis and size. It is four-wheel drive, which you can feel when you're pulling it around corners, trust me. And I think that's pretty much it in terms of the interesting stuff. Again, like most of these cars, the magic happens on the inside. So let's take it for a spin, and yeah, let's see what it's like. Right then, here we go. Whee! It's like it's on rails as well, in terms of going around corners.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, this is take two, everyone, because we made the mistake of filming a whole 12-minute segment in slow-mo, which, you know, if you were an avid viewer of the channel, back when we did the Ferrari California video, this is not the first time we've made the mistake. Oh my god, the speed of this car is unbelievable. Tops out 111 though.
Yeah, 111, 112, so...
Yeah, which, you know, if you're going to do 111...
You don't need to do it anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
All recycled as well, no real leather.
Yeah, exactly. Recycled interior, man-made leather, completely eco-friendly in every sense of the word.
Reducing my carbon footprint.
Yes, exactly.
Before we go to Marbella on an airplane.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, trying to make up for that gap having the Defender for so long. I say so long, you didn't have it that long, did you?
Had it for a year. Remember we...
Was it really a year?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Was it around? Yeah, just under a year.
Yeah.
But in that video I was saying that was like my dream car, this and that. But remember we talked about over the motorway and how practical it is, and fuel economy. And this is completely opposite.
Yeah.
Comfortable.
This has...
It's cheap to charge. Got a charger on the house luckily now as well.
Exactly.
Because that was the problem, because when we were thinking of moving, I was charging it once every 3 or 4 days. And nobody from Mercedes told me about which chargers, the different types of powers, how long it takes, this and that. So most of them are like 5 kilowatts, which the maximum you can be there is for 45 minutes.
Right.
And it'll charge like 30%, which is literally a waste of time.
Yeah.
So there's only one fast charger in the whole of Wales.
That's crazy. Like, that's the one
Poor,
place.
isn't it, though?
Yeah, like we're lacking in infrastructure. The Welsh government have this huge plan on how they're going to like reduce their carbon footprint and be a greener city and pedestrianising the roads and all this kind of stuff. And the whole government of the UK has told us that, you know, forget your diesels and forget your petrol cars. We're getting rid of them. But the infrastructure is so far behind, especially in Wales. We're a capital city, Cardiff capital city, and we're
and there's
struggling.
one in the middle of Newport. It's so random, but it is a good charger. It takes 40 minutes, I think, to charge up to 80%.
Yeah.
But then that costs 30 quid. So when I got it, I was like, £8 a charge, this and that.
Yeah.
Because it's a supercharger and it's more electricity, the minimum spend is 30 quid, so that costs that.
Right.
So I was there every like 3 days just doing that, thinking this is more expensive than my Defender.
Yeah.
So that was frustrating, but now I've got it fitted on the side of the house. Takes 11 hours, plug it in overnight. Yeah. And it's sorted, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't mind that really if it takes 11 hours, because, you know, exactly that. You get home from work, plug it in, forget about it, wake up the next day, and then you're away. Full charge.
I think the range is just over 200, but see if we got heated seats on now or climate control, that brings it down.
Of course, yeah.
Demister, that brings it down. So I don't know. You're supposed to drive it sensibly, but
it's just so much fun
when you put your foot down like that, and it's fun.
Oh my god,
that's the way I think it should be driven.
Yeah, it literally makes me feel like a child, man. Honestly, I can't help but laugh like every time because there's no build up. I'm so used to being in turbo cars now. Yeah. Where you put your foot down and you go, all right, okay,
there's that delay, then bang, it takes
you but you can hear it. Whereas there's no like mental cue for what's about to happen.
Yeah. And this has got eco, it's got comfort, which is rapid, and then sport. So but everything feels like sport. If you put your foot down, it literally flies.
Yeah, that's that instant torque, no messing. Something that goes along with this car is the Mercedes Me app. And you've shown me some of those features on that, but for those of you that don't know, go on, talk us through some of the ones that you use.
So probably the climate control before jumping in. So I get out of bed 6:30 in the morning, leaving the house at 7.
Oh, because I said Mercedes, it's come up voice control.
Navigate to John Smith. What the hell is that?
Weather.
I never even knew you could do that. But the Mercedes Me, you can put like heated seats on before you jump in, or every morning between Monday to Friday at 7 AM.
Yeah.
The car, I'll jump in the car and it's like 25 degrees in here already for me.
So it's lovely, that, isn't it?
Amazing.
Oh, especially with the weather that we've had recently. It's been so cold in the morning.
Yeah.
Like even for me, like my car warms up quite quickly, but being able to jump in this nice and warm, that is some next level.
So imagine
luxury.
going from a Defender, which was like leaking in the winter and raining and wet. Loved it to bits, mind, but coming into this and it's just comfy, warm, luxurious.
Proper
and this
car.
is Mercedes, do you know what I mean? This is like
exactly. The
top
king.
end. I've had BM, Audi, but I still think Mercedes probably just the best.
Especially with the what's the right word? The usability, the user friendliness of the technology in here.
Definitely.
It's all so easy. If you've never driven a car before, you could get in here and figure it out. Like the buttons are all very simple. It's touchscreen. It shows you how much power you're using, like so you know if you're being economical or if you've got a heavy right foot.
And it'll tell you sometimes like you've bonus, so you've saved 2 miles.
Yeah.
So by driving sensibly, it's like a reward.
Yeah. And regenerative braking.
Yes, regenerative braking.
Yeah.
So that's with the paddles. So if I go D minus, that'll slow down when I come into a roundabout.
Oh, amazing.
If I go D minus minus, that's like not an emergency stop, but it'll really slow down.
Yeah, but it means you don't need to use the brakes so much.
And then if I put D plus, so on the right side of it, and press that one, it'll just glide for you.
Right.
So on the motorway, I'll do 70, press that, let go accelerate, it'll just hold at 70.
Yeah. That's amazing. I didn't know that was a thing on here. So cool. Oh my god. Oh god.
See if I burnt that electricity, but then just by braking aggressively, recharge it.
I used to do the same in the i8. Oh my god. It's because there's no noise as well. It's just shocking.
You can hear the humming in the background.
Yeah. But speaking of which, the reason why we can't hear so much noise is because the windows, they're double glazed, and the reason for the double glazing is because you don't have engine noise. It would be a lot louder to drive, but obviously you don't really have that issue now because you've got the double glazing.
Yeah.
And like you said, with the music, if you have music on, you're not going to hear it anyway. But it just adds to the simplicity and the pleasure of driving it.
It is. I thought, yeah, I was worried because it was silent. Am I going to enjoy driving the car? Like compared to like a petrol or something like yours?
Yeah.
But I think the excitement of putting your foot down, your head smack in the back sort of thing, that's a I love it.
It doesn't get old. It really doesn't.
What do you think about the alloys compared to the Premium Plus and that? Because Premium Plus at the top is
I like the Premium Plus alloys a lot.
Same as me.
However, with what you've done to these ones, being all blacked out, the whole car, as I would expect, I know what you're like when it comes to cars. Like a lot of us, we don't mess around. Like we're pulling up here now, we got C63s, an old school CL, like good group of friends, a bunch of petrol heads.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a given that when you got this, it was never going to stay standard.
No. Straight away you got to change it, isn't it?
And to be fair, the changes that you have made are flipping good. It really makes it stand out from the crowd. Just love it, man. It's a talking point. The car as a whole, the electric part, the way it looks, the technology, the ambient lighting, the rose gold. Like, there's not even USB-A in here anymore. You've only got USB-Cs, and I think they're in there, aren't they? Where you charge your phone.
Yeah.
So it's all like top level technology. Forget your old stuff. This is the future. Yeah, you better embrace it because it's not going anywhere.
You can see yourself getting one?
Probably. Maybe not one of these, but I will have an electric car. I've got the pre-order on the Tesla Cybertruck. 100 quid. 100 quid in, but like the car is too big for British roads at the moment, so we just got to hang around and wait. But it is what it is. When that turns up, that's going to be amazing. 400 odd mile range as well. That's what I'm talking about. Need some of that in my life.
But we've still got another 10 odd years of buying petrols. If it's classic cars we're after.
Oh, 100%.
That's for another video.
Yeah. Check back next week for that one. That's going to be an interesting one. But yeah, no, thank you, man. Appreciate it once again. Back in a couple of weeks with another car.
I'll probably be bored in 6 months and see you next time with another car as well. Yeah,
exactly. Right, before we outro the video, you've got to hit the like button because we've had some dilemmas for this video. We've had slow-mo and Fahid crashed his brand new drone trying to show us how to use the camera.
Yeah, there you go. Yo, is that your drone? Yo, is that your drone just crashed?
So before you do anything, hit that like button, comment underneath saying rip Fahid and his drone. But yeah, what a nightmare. But thank you very much for watching, guys. I love this car, absolutely love it. I'm shaking with like adrenaline. It is cold as well, so it might be a bit of shivers. But no, I really appreciate you watching. Hopefully you found out some interesting stuff like direct from the source, an electric car owner telling you his experience. Love the car. It obviously looks the part, doesn't it? It is amazing. But yeah, we're just gonna shoot off, go for a spin, take the cars out for a bit, and we will catch you next week with a big video. Oh, I can't wait. I'm so excited. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Peace.